The American Revolution was against the billionaires of their time.
What happens when one of the biggest stars on the left rewrites American history on national television? And what are Democrats so afraid of when it comes to the Biden tape? Today, we're breaking down two major political moments that are raising serious questions across the country. If you believe in facts, accountability, and protecting the truth about America's founding, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because the mainstream media is not going to tell you the full story.
While we are speaking about the Democrats, we've got to talk to you about this darling of the left, AOC. Her recent claim that AOC is not backing away from that the American Revolution was against the billionaires of their time. Listen to this.
The American Revolution was against the billionaires of their time. And we are declaring independence from such an extreme marriage of wealth and power and the state.
AOC has been community noted on X, but she's not backing away from those claims, John.
Well, let's just say that I'm not going to comment on the fact that AOC had a very thin resume before she went to Congress, and she clearly did not attend certain history classes at Boston University when she attended there. Let's just say this. I mean, I could go on and on with many names. The richest man in the colonies during the time of the American Revolution was a guy named John Hancock. He's the guy, if you look at the Declaration of Independence, who signs it so large that it fills up practically, a quarter of the page. And he was the richest man in America. And lots of the financiers of the American Revolution were extremely rich. Now, if she wants to talk about rich people, yes, the King of England was very rich. But he wasn't really called a billionaire. He was called a monarch. And that's who we were revolting against. So this alternative history that AOC comes up with is not only cockamamie, it's historically wrong. And it just shows that let's just say this. Her knowledge of history proves that you could walk through her deepest thoughts and not get your ankles wet.
It's interesting, knowledge of history and also geopolitics, it would seem. She's embarrassed herself quite a few times for the cameras. I want to talk to you about Joe Biden. He's reportedly preparing to ask a court to stop the Trump administration from releasing his conversations with his ghostwriter. And those tapes played a central role in the classified documents investigation. So these tapes go to the heart of Special Counsel Robert Hur's damaging conclusions that although Special Counsel ultimately declined to prosecute Joe Biden, they described him as a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory. Now, the Heritage Foundation's portion of last week's filing accused Biden's legal team of stonewalling. What do you make of this?
Biden stonewalling? I'm shocked. No. Biden always said he was being completely transparent, especially about his health records. Of course. No, this is not ancient history, though. It just goes to show you that the real culprit here is the American news media that should have known or did know a lot about Joe Biden's limitations, especially the cognitive ones, and they basically covered them up or ignored them. They didn't do their job. And, these records are public because the special prosecutor had to file a public report. There's no reason not to have these records come out. I suspect they eventually will, and I suspect they will prove what we already know, that Joe Biden was, shall we say, several cards short of an inside straight if he were playing poker.
So here's what set off the latest political firestorm. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez recently claimed that the American Revolution was fought against the billionaires of their time. That statement immediately exploded online because historians and critics quickly pointed out that many wealthy Americans actually helped fund and lead the revolution itself. Figures like John Hancock were among the richest men in the colonies. The revolution wasn't about destroying success or punishing wealth. It was about freedom from centralized control, taxation without representation, and resisting the authority of the British Crown. Now look, Americans can debate economic policy all day long. That's part of democracy. But rewriting the founding story of this country to fit modern political narratives is something people are going to push back against. The founders believed in liberty, self-government, and individual rights. That message still matters today. And honestly, this is why so many Americans are frustrated with modern politics. Instead of focusing on inflation, border security, public safety, or the cost of living, We keep seeing ideological talking points that divide people instead of bringing them together. Then the conversation shifted to another controversy surrounding Joe Biden. Reports say Biden's legal team is trying to stop the release of conversations connected to special counsel Robert Hur's classified documents investigation. These recordings reportedly played a major role in Hur's description of Biden as a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory. Now here's the issue many Americans are asking. If transparency matters, why fight the release of the tapes? This goes beyond party politics. The presidency is the most powerful office in the world. Americans deserve confidence that their commander-in-chief is mentally sharp, capable, and fully transparent with the public. And let's be honest, the media also has questions to answer here. For years, critics argued that concerns about Biden's cognitive health were brushed aside or ignored entirely. Whether you support him or oppose him, transparency should apply equally to everyone in government. At the end of the day, this country works best when facts matter more than narratives. Americans are smart enough to look at the evidence, hear the arguments, and make up their own minds. But I want to hear from you. Was AOC completely wrong about the American Revolution, or do you think she had a point? And should the Biden tapes be released to the public? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more honest political commentary without the media spin, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.